Alright guys, today we're starting a new series, If-Then Offense. In each video, I'm going to take a look at a concept and apply the logic of the if-then to it and walk you through the progression of the plays. Hopefully this will spark a few new ideas. I'm super excited because this is going to build off of probably my favorite play in football right now, the split zone. Let's get into it. If you've seen any of my videos on Instagram, you'll know that split zone is one of my favorite concepts out there. I think that the ability to sit there and run inside zone, complete with your horizontal action going back the other way, really makes this play absolutely deadly and creates a good system to be able to build off of it to attack down the field. So split zone is just like inside zone, except we're going to be adding a sixth man into the run fit. Usually a tight end, sometimes a running back or a receiver. That sixth player is going to be coming across the formation, and his responsibility is going to be to wham block the outside edge player on the backside. Alright, so first play is going to be just base split zone. So this will be a good clip to be able to kind of give you an idea of what's going to happen. So you have your regular inside zone play. And the big difference on this is going to be you're bringing your H-back or sniffer or whatever type of position player you want to call him. He's coming across the formation and sealing that backside edge. And I think the best part about this is it opens the door for so much action going back on the backside. You can see as the H-back is coming across, naturally you're going to have the quarterback who's able to carry out to that same side. So now you have both action going this way while the rest of the play is coming back the opposite direction. I think that just opens up so many opportunities to be able to move the ball horizontally just based off of this one action. I think split zone is really easy because if you're already a team that's able to incorporate inside zone, it's something you can use whether you're in 10 personnel and want to bring in a motion man, or if you're basing out of some type of 11 or 20, there's still options to be able to utilize it in that way. So if they go to a tight front, as we can see here, you have three inside players, or they end up keeping a boundary player right here. This is where you can sit there, and your next step is going to be to use a slip type concept. So in this one, we'll get a good look of Alabama motioning their man across. And since they're in a tight, there's not going to be any hanger. But you have a nice, easy pass. Quarterback and the H-back are going in the same direction. And the best part about this is because it's behind the line of scrimmage, you can have your receivers come up and block downfield. The best way to be able to do this, in my opinion, is coming down and cracking right here, because then you could have a natural edge seal, just like you would on any type of buck sweep or anything like that. This opens the door, so whether there's an edge player or not, you're able to seal that edge and get a man out in front. Obviously, plenty of space. Now, I do think an important thing to remember when you're doing this is you have to be able to teach that slot receiver or that second receiver. And again, you can do this out of a single receiver set, but most of the time I think it's going to be a lot easier to do when you're running over to a two-man surface. You have to teach him to get his head in front. That way you don't have to worry about any type of legal block in the back type calls. The other thing you can do is you can shield him basically as a basketball player would, so you're just standing right in front of him and making the defender have to run through you. That's an even better way of being able to basically create a block without having troubles of being able to get a block in the back. This is a good way of being able to create a nice progression from a run concept going back the opposite way to a flat to the field, and then you're able to go vertical over the top with a nice double move. So the third play we're going to get a look at is going to be basically that same slip action that we just saw, except now instead of cracking down with that receiver, now you're going to end up slipping that. So as we can see on this one, you have your crack, fake, and work up the field. Now granted, this is in the red zone, so there's not a whole lot of space, but you can see the type of action that you're able to get through. Fortunately, we didn't catch the ball in the slip, which is all right. But you see the crack and how you're able to really set this up going from a run concept into a flat concept into a vertical pass down the field. If you found this quick set of plays somewhat helpful, feel free to let me know down in the comments. I'm really trying to get a feel for what guys are really looking for. Finally, if you're still here, go to the Google Drive in the description below, and I put in there my offensive goals so you can check out what I'm interested in really being able to measure our success with from week to week.